Yo, what's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video for The Division. Now if you missed last week's video, or last week's Division news in general, then unfortunately The Division has been delayed until Q1 2016. However, it's not all that bad. With E3 around the corner and some news from a recent investor call, it looks like we'll still be getting our hands on it this year in the form of a playable alpha or beta. Ubisoft CEO Yves Guillemot announced last week in an investor earnings call that The Division would indeed be delayed until Q1 2016. This was so that they could ensure that the final product would indeed live up to fans' expectations. However, in that same call, he also said, quote unquote, "The Division is an RPG online game. Those games take more time to be complete, and we want to be sure we have enough feedback for consumers from alpha and betas to polish it as much as possible before the launch so that it comes to the market with the best experience possible." So, feedback from consumers through both alpha and beta tests. Now we know that The Division was already rumoured to have an alpha or beta around March, but given that we have yet to get our hands on it, that clearly never materialised. We also know from recent information leaks surrounding the game that there is indeed a closed alpha going on right now, or at least there has been one in the past month or so. Now in the games industry, this is often the way. You begin with a closed alpha that includes a very small group of people. You can then test key aspects of the game, increase the group as you see fit, and you can then use that to test larger aspects of the online experience. This then typically opens up to a wider group of people, potentially open altogether, so that the developers can then stress test the servers, and all the aspects of the game that would potentially fall apart under intense load or traffic can also be tested at the same time. If you also remember last week on the official Division blog, as well as announcing the delay, they also said they'd been making great progress and they couldn't wait to show us more at E3. Now, with a consumer-focused alpha and beta test on the cards, and something to show us at E3, I would imagine therefore that we might be getting our hands on the game sooner rather than later. In my E3 predictions video I made a few weeks back, I said how I thought The Division might adopt a similar model to Destiny in the way that they revealed new gameplay in the form of a fancy looking trailer at E3 last year, and then at the end of that trailer, they dated the alpha. I think we can expect to see a similar thing from The Division. If they genuinely want consumer feedback and want it in time for it to actually be valuable to the developers, they'll need to kick off an alpha very soon, so they can then work on it before the next stage beta, and again gain yet more feedback before release. If I honestly had to speculate, I'd genuinely say we could see an alpha as early as the end of June, beginning of July, with a playable beta following up around August or September. Obviously don't quote me on that, but that is my guess. So while it is indeed sad that we won't be able to physically buy and own the game this year, it's not all that bad if we get some serious time to go hands on. I just want to play the game, to be honest. Either way, I'm going to be out at E3 this year, so I'll be sure to report back to you guys on anything and everything related to The Division. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys have got any ideas when you think we might see an alpha or beta, and aside from that, thank you very much for watching, take it easy, catch you next time, peace out.